just a minute. I hope everyone is well. We're going to start on our backs. If you do have a yoga strap, definitely use it. If you don't happen to have one, you can still do all of the initial integration poses without it. But if you want a little extra stretch, grab your strap as well. And then, of course, if you have some blocks, keep them handy. It's always nice to have them in case you want to use them to go a little bit deeper or for some support. But again, we're going to start on our backs, so welcome everyone. Okay, let's get started. So again, if you have a yoga strap, go ahead and grab it. If you don't have one, you can still do all of this perfectly well without it. We're going to start on our backs. And initially, just keep your knees bent and your feet down to the mat. Okay. Keep your gaze and your chin up so that you have a good amount of space between the neck and the mat. And then start to feel that you're anchoring down a little bit through your shoulder girdle. So allow the heart to open, the collarbone to be wide. And we'll just take our first breath here. Long inhale through the nose. Full exhale through the mouth. Again, deep inhale through the nose. Full emptying breath through the mouth. Continue to breathe in that way, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just allow these first initial breaths to help you arrive into your practice this morning. Feel yourself settling in, using breath to shake off sleep, using these first breaths to try and quiet the mind. See if you can create a steady rhythm of inhale and exhale. As you continue to breathe, we're going to bring a knee into the chest on an inhale. Grab hold of it, compress it into your torso. As you exhale, bring it back to the mat. Inhale, knee towards the chest. Draw it in a little closer. Exhale, release it. We'll just do 2 more on each side with the breath. Inhaling, flexing at the hip. Exhaling, returning that foot to the earth. We'll do that once more on each side. Just being gentle about opening up the physical body. It's early. We want to go slow. So if you have your strap, we're going to take the right leg straight up towards the ceiling. And then just take the strap on the ball of the foot, so right underneath the toes. Keep your left knee bent initially. And then we're going to reach the ball of the right foot up towards the ceiling. Again, if you don't have your strap, you can just as well reach your right leg up and just keep your hands down to the mat. Now we're going to lengthen the left leg as well and activate it by reaching through the heel. Okay, so both legs equally active. Try to stay centered through your pelvis, through your center. And then start to draw the right leg towards you. At the same time you're bringing it towards you, push the ball of the foot away from you. So you should feel activation of the hamstrings, a little bit of the glutes as you stretch them. So stretching and activating at the same time. Just a couple breaths here. Try to keep your sacrum rooting down to the earth. The gaze is still up. We'll take one more breath here. Release the breath, release the leg. Let's open up to the right side first. So both handles go into your right hand if you have your strap. Take your left arm out to the side and then guide the right leg out. Try to keep centered again without letting your left hip rise up. You can bend your right elbow and sort of use it as a kickstand to support the weight of the right leg. Keep reaching through the heel of your left leg, so we want to stay active through both. Couple breaths here. Take one more inhale and use the exhale to bring the leg back to center and guide it across the body. And then switch the straps, if you have them, into your left hand. Let's stack the hips on top of each other. So right one's going to go on top of the left. Open up the right arm to the opposite side. Try to look over that shoulder if possible. At this point, you can also lower the right foot all the way down. Every exhale, let's try to root down a little more through the shoulder blades. Take one more breath in. We'll use the exhale to come back to center. Bend your right knee and release the strap. Let's place both feet down to the earth again. Recenter yourself. And we'll take the left leg up. Strap on the ball of the foot if you're using it. Anchor down your shoulders. Start pushing upward into the ball of the foot. Lengthen your right leg, reaching through the heel. With every breath, start to draw the left leg closer to your chest while pushing away through the ball of the foot. Keep your gaze up. Try to keep your neck and your shoulders relaxed and soft. The legs are very active here. Take one more breath in. With the exhale, gently release that leg. Grab the straps in your left hand, right arm out to the side. Let's open up the inner left leg. Again, try to root down, both hips staying centered. Gaze stays up. Shoulders are soft. Shoulder blades are heavy underneath you. Take one more breath in. Use the exhale to guide that leg back to center. Take the straps in your right hand, and we're going to stack the hips, taking that left leg across the body. It's always interesting to notice how different both sides feel. Keep your right leg really active. See if you can take your gaze over your left shoulder. Keep pushing through the ball of your left foot. We'll take just one more breath in here. With the exhale, we'll return to center. Bend both knees. You can let go of your strap for now. And then we'll do a couple little moving bridges here. So arms alongside you, feet close to your bum, about hips width distance apart. As you inhale, curl your tailbone underneath you. Press into both feet, lifting the hips. As you exhale, roll down sequentially through your spine. Upper spine to lower. Inhale, curl the tail. Come up into that bridge. Keep your gaze up. Exhale, roll down. You should get a sense of starting to open the lower part of the spine here. 2 more times. Inhale, slowly curl the tail. Reach your sits bones forward as the hips come up. Exhale, roll down. 1 more time. Inhale, curling the tail, lifting the hips. Strong through both feet. Exhale, roll down. Bring your hands behind your head. Elbows point towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, peel the head, neck, and shoulders off the earth. Inhale, roll down through the upper spine now. Exhale, curl up like you're peeling yourself off the mat. Inhale, roll down. We're going to get to 10 here. Slow upper ab curl. The intention is definitely waking up your center, but also opening up gently the upper and middle part of your spine. We'll do 5 more, nice and slow. Keep pressing your head into your hands and your hands into your head. 4 more breaths here. Last 2. 1 more time, we're going to hold it up there. Reach both hands towards your ankles, and we're just going to bend side to side here. Try to keep your chest wide open. Try to lift both shoulder blades off the earth. We're gonna stay side bending for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2 times. Bring the hands to the head, roll down. Grab hold of the back of the thighs, rock and roll. Bring yourself up to seated, and we'll bring the knees underneath us into tabletop position. Okay? Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Just a few bird dogs here. As you inhale, lengthen the right arm and the left leg. Exhale, bring them back to center. I want you to move through the rhythm of your own breath. Okay, so I'll let you know when we have just a couple more reps to do, and we'll meet in tabletop. But for now, let your breath move you. Every inhale is an opportunity to use that oppositional energy as you reach in 2 directions. With your exhale, you come back to center and gather your belly. Feel length. You don't have to lift the leg or the arm too high. You want to feel more reach than lift. Let's do 1 more on each side, and we'll meet back in tabletop. Once we're in tabletop, spread apart your fingers, root firmly through both hands. Tuck your toes into the mat, take a breath in, use your exhale to come into downward facing dog. Lift the hips up first, and then send them back. You might want to walk your feet out a little bit towards the back edge of your mat as you start to organize this first one. Okay? We want to end up in that inverted V position. And let's wake up the ankles a little bit. Alternate the heels down, sort of walking out your dog. And then we'll do both feet at the same time. We're going to lift the heels and then lower the heels. You can inhale to lift, exhale to lower. 3 more times. One more time. Big breath in to lift the heels up. Full breath out to root down. Just a couple breaths here. We want to feel again the strong roots through the hands. A whole lot of length through the arms. Let the head be heavy. Shift your gaze towards your feet as you open the heart towards the thighs. And keep rooting down through your heels. The knees can be a little bit soft here. We're going to take a breath in, empty it out, come forward into high plank. As we glide forward, we'll want to walk the feet back just a little bit. But just like in tabletop, your shoulders are over your wrists. Try to feel the upper arms spiral out, and you'll feel more connected and more supported. Shoulders move away from the ears. Reach through your heels, activating the legs. Feel your ribs soften towards the hip bones and your tailbone curl underneath you. We'll take a breath in here. With your exhale, side plank to your right side. Anchor down on your left hand. You can stagger your feet, stack your feet, or kickstand that bottom leg. We'll stay for just a few breaths here. Try to shift your gaze upwards towards the sky. Stay strong through every part of your body, but definitely focus on the breath. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, back up to high plank. Exhale, side plank, other side. So organize your foundation first. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same as the other side. Try to shift your gaze up. Strong breath. Take a breath in, a breath out. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Let's hold this one. You can always lower your knees if you need to. Last 3. You should be feeling your arms on your ribs for 2. 1 more, and we'll lower everything down And we'll keep warming up the spine. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Slide your hands just under your shoulders. Inhale, reach the head, neck, and shoulders forward, and then lift them. Bhujangasana. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lengthen forward and lift. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift once more time. We're gonna hold this baby cobra, but reach your arms out in front of you, tenting your fingers. See if you can lift a little bit higher. Keep the neck in line with the spine, drop the shoulders down. Strong through both legs. We're gonna hover the left, then the right. Stay strong through your breath. And then see if you can float the arms as well. Palms face the earth. Gaze is in front of your mat. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands under shoulders, release the legs. Inhale, rise back up to your tabletop. As you exhale, find your alignment. Let's go through just a few cat and cows. It'll feel really good after that. Inhale, drop the belly, bend the elbows, extend your spine. Exhale, flex it. Tuck your chin, tuck your tail. Just a couple more here. Hopefully the spine feels already a little bit more open. One more time. Nice deep cat, nice deep cow. And then we'll come back to our neutral tabletop. From there, take a breath in. With your exhale, send it back to downward facing dog. And really start to tune in to your body here. Notice what already feels more warm, more open, and what needs a little bit of extra love this morning maybe, if there's any parts of the body that are feeling extra congested or stuck in other ways. All right, we'll work on opening those spaces. With your next inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or float to the front of your mat. Let's take a ragdoll from here for a few breaths. Separate your feet, slightly turn your toes out, and you can have your legs wide towards the outer edges of your mat. Let the head hang down, so the weight of your head alone is going to help decompress a little bit more through the spine. Okay. Once you're set, if you'd like, go ahead and take that bind. Hands to elbows. I always love taking some movement here. You'll be able to open up the back of the hips a little bit if you sway the torso side to side. And then we'll switch and place the opposite arm in front for the last few breaths. And release the hands. Heel toe the feet together. Slowly rise all the way up to standing. At the tippy top, sweep your arms above you, join the hands. And then let's just place them right at the center of our hearts. Anjali Mudra. We'll close the eyes very briefly. Just notice your rhythm of breath. Keep a strong connection to it. And we'll continue to use that breath along with our practice to keep the mind quiet. Feel yourself separate. Take a long breath in and a full breath out. If you'd like to set an intention, do so now, taking another breath in and empty the breath all the way out. Release your hands, allow the eyes to open. Let's go right into sun salutations. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, dive down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, find length through your spine. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, scooping through. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Take a long, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, root down a little deeper. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale to the earth, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take that long, energizing breath in. Open up and let it all the way out. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hang your head and fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend the ankles, knees, hips. Sweep the arms alongside your ears. Right. Root firmly through both feet. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Reach your tailbone back and underneath you. Soften the ribs down. Find your center connection. Let the arms settle into the shoulder sockets. Try lifting your heels off the earth for the last couple of breaths. Keep your gaze steady in front and towards the earth. Lower your heels if you've lifted them. Take one more breath in. With your exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your right leg up into a three-legged dog. Try to create a long line from the crown of your head to the tippy toes on your right foot. Lift a little higher and then step it through for warrior one. Replace your right hand, dial the left heel center. Make sure you have a good amount of space between your 2 feet as you sweep the arms up. Strong roots through the outer edge of your left back foot. Try to rotate yourself to face the front of your mat. Drop the tailbone, gather your center, bend deeply into that right knee. Possibly press your hands together. Look up towards the sky, take a breath in. Exhale to the earth, chaturanga, high through low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your left leg up into three-legged dog. Try to keep your hips and shoulders squaring down to the earth. Lift a little higher and then step it through. Warrior one, left side. Same way, rooting down through both feet, sweeping the arms up. Outer edge of the right foot strongly roots as you bend deeply into your left knee this time. Hips and shoulders face the front of your mat. Spine is long. Keep looking forward. Keep lifting through your crown and reaching down through your tailbone. Take your gaze up, press the hands together for a breath in. And exhale to the earth, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long, deep inhale. And then open up and let that breath fully go. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or float forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hang your head and fold. Inhale to your chair pose. Maybe the heels rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot through for a breath in to warrior one. Empty the breath to the earth, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot through, deep breath in, warrior one. Full breath out, chaturanga. Long breath comes in. And it goes all the way out. One more time. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, come forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your chair, Utkatasana. One more breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, pause, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing, right foot through. Breathe into your warrior one. And let the exhale carry you down to the earth, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, left foot through. Giant breath in, warrior one. And empty the breath, Chaturanga, to the earth. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, strongly, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose. And empty it through the mouth. We're going to take the right leg straight up and back again, three-legged dog. Find that long line. And then step your right foot through for a low runner's lunge. Again, if you have your feet about hips width distance apart, it'll be easier to square the hips and shoulders. Okay? Keep your gaze towards the front of your mat here. Keep reaching forward through the crown of your head. Feel both legs be strong here. So a good about 90-degree bend in that front right knee and a big reach back through your left heel. Bring both hands to the inside of your right foot and then take the right hand up to the sky for a twist. Stay strong through your center, making sure we're not sinking into this posture so you have a strong lift through your hips, through your belly. As you continue to reach up towards the sky with your right hand, soften the shoulders, reach back through your left heel, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a breath in. With your exhale, return the hands to the earth on the inside of your right foot. Step your left foot forward into Malasana squat. Feet are wide, they're rotated out, the tailbone drops down. Bring the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Taking a few breaths here, option to come into your crow. Okay, for crow, you come up onto tippy toes, bring the hands to the earth, the knees will come to the back part of your arms. Keep your gaze forward instead of down, and bring all the weight onto your arms. If you're not in crow, bring your hands to the earth. Together we take a breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga from here. High through low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a deep breath out. Step your left foot through, low runner's lunge. Again, try to keep squaring your hips and shoulders to the front of your mat. Right? Find equal balance between both of your legs. Long spine, gaze is forward. Bring both hands to the inner left foot. And then send just the left arm up to the sky for your twist. Remember to stay strong through your center. Try to shift your gaze up. Feel a big reach back through your right heel. A steady rooting down through your left foot. Take a breath in. With your exhale, return the hands on the inside of the left foot. Step forward, Malasana. Few more breaths here. Again, your option would be to come into your crow one more time. If you're in your crow, stay strong through your gaze to the front of your mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Make sure your belly is engaged. Together, we'll take a breath in, hands to the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees, walk or float to the front. Inhale, lift them halfway only. Exhale, hang your head, fold and melt. Inhale, back to your chair pose. Back to Utkatasana. We're going to take a twist from here. Guide the hands into your heart center. And then slightly hinge at the hips first. Draw the belly in. Rotate to your right side for a twist. Okay, so the knees are going to stay parallel as you twist. Try to anchor the back part of your left arm on the outer edge of that knee, pressing the hands or fists firmly together. Option to open up your arms here. Your other option is a side crow. Work through it with the breath. Every exhale, try and rotate a little deeper through your center. Take one more breath in. With your exhale, fold forward. Come back to Utkatasana. And we're going to go into Garudasana, eagle from here. So we're going to lift the right leg and send the right arm underneath the left, and the right leg will wrap around the left. Lift the elbows, sit a little deeper into this single-legged chair. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a breath in. With your exhale, come back to your chair. One more deep inhale, and exhale, fold. We're going to hang out in the fold for just a couple of breaths. Shake out your head. Lengthen by lifting your tailbone up. Next inhale, lift halfway, take a reset. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back to your chair. And we'll take that twist to the other side. All right, hands to heart center. Go slowly, hinge at the hips, and then rotate to the opposite side. Taking each breath to go a little deeper in. Try and shift your gaze up. Options are to open up the arms or take your side crow once again. Let's take one more breath in. With your exhale, fold forward. Inhale back to your chair, and we'll take Garudasana on the other side. So this time the left arm and the left leg will come up, and they will wrap around the right side. Keep a steady, soft drishti gaze forward. Sit a little lower. Draw the shoulders down, shoulder blades together. Take a breath in. Exhale back to your chair. Sit as low as you can for one more breath in. And with your exhale, fold. Excellent work. Roll all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms high above you. And exhale, bring them to heart center. Let's go through vinyasa to come forward to your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing facing dog. Step your right foot through for warrior one. Sweep the arms high above you. From warrior one, take a breath in. Exhale slowly into warrior three, taking flight. All the weight onto that right leg. Again, we're trying to keep the hips and the shoulders squaring down towards the earth. Feel back left leg is strong. Try to press your hands together. Draw the belly in. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two will be your landing with control and lightness. Just a couple breaths. Shoulders down, gaze ahead, stay centered through your legs. Open the heart wide. Flip your front palm over. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten your front leg and prep for Trikonasana. Maybe walk the back foot in just a little bit. Draw the right hip back. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Very lightly, if at all, land your right hand, left hand to the earth. To the sky, I should say. We want to make sure we're staying long through the spine without any side bending. So really gather your belly. Stay strong through your foundation of your legs. Take your gaze back down to the earth. Bend your front knee and take flight into Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon. Again, with control and softness, no rush. Activate that back leg. Strong, steady breath. For an extra challenge, you can start shifting your gaze forward and up. We'll take a breath in. Exhale, standing splits. Hands come down to the earth. Square your hips down. We're going to take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knee. Take it to the outside of your opposite ankle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend and squat. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, squat. 1 more time. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, bring that left foot to meet your right one. Roll all the way up to standing. Sweep the arms high above you. Take a giant breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your left leg straight up and back. Step it through for warrior one. From your warrior one, take a breath in. Exhale. Oh, we're flying. Sorry, I'm going to switch sides. We're flying into warrior three. So again, with ease and control, all the weight comes onto the left leg. Keep squaring your shoulders and your hips to the earth. As you hinge at that hip, back leg is really, really strong. Sweep the arms forward. Try to press the hands together. Stay strong in your breath. Soft in your gaze. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two will be our landing. Again, just for a couple of breaths here. Center yourself. Open the heart. Gaze over your front hand. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. Very good. So see if you can get the torso parallel to the floor. Keep reaching back the left hip. Stay really light on your bottom hand and feel lifted through your top hand. Shift your gaze down, bend your front knee. Take flight into your half moon. Take a breath in. Exhale, standing splits, hands to the earth. Square your hips and shoulders. Drop your head. Inhale, lift that back leg. Exhale, bend it. Take it to the outer edge of your opposite ankle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squatting into that left leg. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. This time, inhale, lift. Exhale, bring your feet together at the front of your mat. From here, we're going to root down the hands and simply step back into high plank. We've got 10 chaturanga push-ups to do. You can always bring your knees to the earth if need be. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, extend. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Keep strong through your breath. Keep gathering your center together. We're halfway there. 5 more breaths. Last 2 breaths. 1 more time. Take a giant breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. From downward facing dog, we're going to lower the knees to the earth, walk the hands back, spin around, and come onto your back. All right, we're just going to do 1 quick round of scissor crunches. So once you're on your back, we're going to take the legs straight up to the ceiling, bring the hands behind the head, elbows point upwards. Take a breath. As you exhale, just like at the very beginning, we're going to peel the spine off the earth. Stay strong in this upper ab curl. The belly should be tightly knit, and then we scissor the legs. I'm going to count about 30 seconds here. Try to feel your tailbone stay curled underneath you so your low belly is fiercely engaged here. About 20 more seconds. Halfway there. We got about 10 here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now, bring the knees in. Stay in your upper ab curl. Exhale, take the legs out. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, reach the legs. Just 8 more here. Last 5 breaths. Stay strong in that upper ab curl. Last 3. On this last one, extend the legs, extend the arms, come up a little higher, take a breath in, and with your exhale, draw the knees into the chest, relax your upper ab curl. All right, let's go right into bridge pose from here. We're going to bring the feet to the earth about hips width distance apart. Keep the heels as close to your bum as you can. And then we practice this also in integration. As you come up, feel yourself peeling your spine right off the earth. Chin up, gaze up. Strong anchor through the shoulder girdle. The options here, you can always interlace your hands underneath you. You can also take a supported bridge, which I'm about to do with a block under your sacrum. Especially in the morning, it might feel nice to get some extra support. Just playing around with what feels best today. Every day is different, right? In a sense. Just listen to the steady flow of your breath. Right. Without letting the mind pull you away. Just continuing to stay present through this last part of your practice. If you'd like to go into wheel from here, you can go ahead and start setting that up. We have about 5 or 6 more breaths. more breath in. We'll use the exhale to gently lower down. And then we'll take some nice breaths in Supta Bakasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees gently open. Hands on heart and belly, or cactus, or goalpost arms. Take a couple more breaths, allow everything to soften and surrender. And then gently close your knees back together. Draw the legs into the torso to flex the spine a bit. And rock a little forward and back or side to side. Maybe even lift your chin. And then from here, let's decide what hip opener you'd like to do. And we'll go right into hip opening. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick to half lotus today. But if you're going into half pigeon, either go through vinyasa or make your way to a downward facing dog, and then you can start on the right side. Also option to stay on your back and take a figure 4 stretch. All right, let's go on to the right side first together. If you're coming into half lotus with me, you want to pull all the flesh out from underneath you. Flex both feet. Shins will be crossed. Top foot is on the front part of the bottom thigh, and then the top thigh is right above the bottom foot. So try to stack. It will take about, I don't know, like 5 or 6 more breaths here on this side. During these last couple of breaths on this side, see if you can allow yourself to soften, but also feel heavy at the same time. So really surrendering down to the earth and allowing yourself to be supported as you open up this space. Let's take one more breath. And slowly ease your way out of this first side. Take whatever stretch might feel good, and then we'll set up the other side of our hip opener. So slowly easing in, breath by breath. And once you arrive, again, trying to just simply draw in some quiet energy, so that you can allow yourself to surrender into this posture. More breaths to soften. Take one more breath. And then slowly make your way out of this final side of your hip opener. And let's set up for our inversion this morning. Okay, so once you've had a stretch, take an inversion of choice. There's waterfall, legs up. If you have a wall, I highly recommend resting your legs on the wall in Viparita Karani. We can do a shoulder stand here, or any other variation that might be in your practice. I'm going to go into Shirshasana this morning, headstand, but go ahead and make your way into your inversion. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. Just keep focusing on staying connected to your breath. Oftentimes when we come into the postures that we hold for quite a while, it's very easy to lose the sense of the breath and to start, following the conversations, internal conversations. So just really try to stay grounded and focused and present during this final part of our practice. Chose shoulder stand as your inversion, you can go ahead and start transitioning into plow by continuing to lift your legs and allowing them to waterfall, following your feet with your gaze. Keep lifting the hips up, trying to keep the hips stacked on top of your shoulders, trying to keep the gaze lifted so that the neck stays safe without being compressed into the mat. We'll take just a few breaths wherever you might be in your inversion. And let's take one more breath. Allow yourself to slowly come down. If you are in an upright position, you can stay seated. If you're on your back, give yourself a few little rolls forward and back, and then we'll meet upright in a seated position. Once we come up to sitting, we're going to lengthen the legs out in front of us, pull all the flesh out from under you, keep the knees soft. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, just a very soft forward fold. So allowing the spine to flex, allowing the head to soften down, reaching your hands wherever they reach this morning, and just sort of melting into this fold. Let's come right back up to seated slowly. Separate your legs to the point where you already feel a stretch through that midline just by sitting in this straddle position. Still pull all the flesh out from under you so you feel both of your sits bones. This time, we're going to let the arms rest, the hands rest on the thighs or the legs, and then instead of flexing, I want your gaze and your heart to stay facing forward as you fold into this straddle. And just allow your hands to support your weight so you can go as deeply in as possible, stretching that whole midline of your legs. Soft shoulders, keep gazing forward. Take one more breath. Use your hands to guide yourself back up. We'll bring the legs together and come into fish pose from here. Hands behind you at your low spine, forearms root down, heart lifts, and head releases back. Gently guide your chin back towards your heart and lower yourself all the way down. Settle into your final resting pose. If you need a stretch, take a quick stretch. And then corpse pose or whatever feels most comfortable today. Take one more breath in through your nose. As you exhale through your mouth, close your eyes and rest. Shavasana. To reawaken, we'll come back slowly to the breath first. So bring all of your awareness to just that, just the breath. Feel a long inhale come in. Open the mouth, let the breath fully go. Another long, deep inhale. A complete emptying exhale. Continue the breath. Roll over onto your right side into fetal posture. Before you come up to seated, while you rest in fetal posture, just take a quick moment to honor yourself for beginning your day in a mindful practice, and just take a moment to quickly scan and really soak in the essence of the practice. Notice what spaces feel more open. I very much hope that the mind feels more quiet, more calm. And as you prepare to step off your mat and go into your day, I encourage you to try to stay connected to the breath as many times as you can remember as we go through the day. Take that one brief moment and come back to the breath that you created this morning in your practice. Let's rise up to seated. Use the strength of your arms now that the body is open. Should feel a bit softer, maybe a little taller now that the spine is decompressed. Let's bring the hands to heart center first. We'll take a long breath in together and a long breath out. And to complete our practice, let's bring our hands right up to our third eye center. Always with love, gratitude, and respect. We'll finish our practice together by bowing to each other. Namaste.